This is MMS482. I don't know what the S stands for, but this is Movie Masterpiece 482. US item number 903471. 1/6 figure, Avengers 3 IS Iron Spider. Made in China, Hot Toys logo. Here's the merchandise inside. It says Avengers Infinity War Marvel. Nice illustration of Iron Spider. Iron Spider. 1/6 scale collectible figure, MMS482. Got the gold foil Avengers Infinity War there. Here you got the Hot Toys logo and the Movie Masterpiece logo. The side of the box continues the illustration. You see the arm there and the leg. Pause that there. Bottom has a little Avengers A. Side of the box continues the illustration. You can see right there. Pause that. You see the Infinity Gauntlet. Bottom has a little A. The bottom logo is always different from the top logo. There, you can pause that. Check that out. And the back of the box looks like this. Read that. Little Spider-Man logo. Now, most of these items always come with this slip cover. Reveal the plastic window to see the actual figure. Here is the item. These items will always come with an instruction booklet, either at the bottom or at the top of the packaging. Here's the actual figure. Now, for the purpose of this video, I've removed some of the plastic. When you get these figures, it will have plastic around the feet, around the hands, in between the armpits, and covering the head sculpts. He comes with multiple hands on both sides. Here he comes with a little plastic screwdriver. And these batteries, you will insert them inside this head sculpt and turn it on so that those eyes light up like in the movie. There is a Tom Holland Peter Parker head sculpt. There's the figure. This is like a vinyl plastic. And then you get these different eyes to match what they did in the cartoon that they mimic in the movie to give him more expression. Almost all Spider-Man figures will come with this assortment of webs. This one, this right here. There is the clamp you can put on the figure. Most people don't do that because as time goes on, it'll mess up. It may wear on the plastic. Underneath, these are the mechanical arms. 4 of them that you can put on the back of the figure to have that look from the movie. You can see here in the back, you see these holes. You can take this out and plug in those arms. Here is a foam padding. I like this figure has a magnetic headpiece, so it allows more movement. You can tilt it. I really like the magnetic pieces. I think they give the figures more head mobility, and you won't see gaps in it. You will though when you get ball joints. This is vinyl. I've seen when this figure came out, this still had that issue of where you would see like a little bit of bunching here in the ankles. You see a nice pattern here, like a metallic blue. See the webbing. This is all smooth. Here you feel it's a little raised here, but the texture is completely smooth on this. Here you feel a little bit different. There's gold. He has gauntlets here. Still has the plastic on these. These don't light up. They're just like little stickers. In the movie they light up. Here they don't. Here's the back, the logo. Here is the bottom of the foot, what it looks like. You get the ankle articulation right there. You can see it goes up. The foot articulation there. tilt, a little bit of a rocker. I don't like to pose these because I don't want to I damage them. I like to keep them in museum form just in case I resell them. They're in mint condition. This webbing is has a UV light. This flashlight right here. You see it glows in UV light right there. I love this folded mask that you can put in his hand. Now this figure for some reason brings these plastic tweezers. I guess you can remove some of the eyepieces. Not all of the figures come with this. Here is the instruction booklet folded out. It's Iron Spider. It tells you cautions with the figure. You pause and read that. Here it tells you how to remove the eyes and give them the different looks for the various looks there. They're magnetic, the eyes. Not all of the instruction booklets bring photos on the articulation of the figure. This one does. Here you can see this figure from the profile. You can raise the arm up 90 degrees. Here the elbow. Side profile here, the leg can raise to 90 degrees. And bend the knee. There you see the 60% range of the ankle pivot, ankle tilt. And here the 40% toe articulation. It says not to leave the figure, the arms bent for too long. I guess the plastic material will damage if you leave it for an extended period of time. The magnetic head sculpt you can swap out for the Tom Holland head sculpt or the LED head. These are the batteries that you got to put in there. Here's the back. It tells you how to insert the robotic arms the proper way and the incorrect way to do it. The has articulation in these 4 points. The numbers, you would remove the holes in the back and then connect them. Rotate them 360 degrees. You can swap out the hands. The webbing attachments you can put. How to move, the correct way to put the webbing in the arms and how not to. This is the stand it comes in, how to place it, the clamp, that's what it'll look like. You can move it up and down. And what not to do in order to damage this. Cannot put this mask on the head sculpt, otherwise the head sculpt may get damaged. The indicated areas are very sharp. Be careful when handling. Don't want to get cut or break them. Some of these figures are very nice. They're collectibles, but they can also be delicate. I've never had it happen, but thank God I've never had anything break on me. I always try to be as careful as possible. Here's the figure, close up the tail. I really don't like bending it. They almost all have the same butt mold. The stitching, here it's smooth. I guess here's where they tie it all together. Here the painting on the fist matches that of the arm, which isn't always the case. But that matches up nicely and even. We will swap out the head. Much easier that this is a magnet. Put the Tom Holland head sculpt on. Would have looked more natural to have some skin tone here on the neck. For some reason, I don't know if it comes across here on camera, but the Hot Toys, when they paint the hair, they give it this gray look. It looks like he has gray hairs throughout his head. I don't know why they do that, but in person, this looks like it almost looks like he has gray hairs through here. I don't like they just give him like a nice clean wash where his hair looks brown. It looks like it's brown here, but then it has like all this gray. On camera, it doesn't look as bad, but in person, it looks like he has all this like gray hair, the salt pepper hair for some reason. The Tom Holland resemblance is there. His eyes do look a little dead though, like they don't have any, they're not emotive. Looks a little angry. Now he comes with both fists, 2 web grabbing hands, to web shooting hands to web crawling hands to grabbing hands, and these two grabbing hands as well. These are the hands you can use to hold the folded mask. There you can see it in action. Here is the base stand. It says Iron Spider as the Avengers logo. That's where you would put this in. Now, putting those 3 batteries inside that compartment is very hard. It takes a long time. As you can see, it has that little on and off switch. Off, on. And there's the figure with the eyes lit up. The figure stands 11 and 5/8 inches tall. And that is the Iron Spider from Avengers 3 Hot Toys. There he is with the Tom Holland head sculpt, holding the mask. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next review.